Well, just like the year 2000, when everybody was partying like it was 1999, or the 4 blood moons that took place in the 2000s, everybody's all on edge because of this coming solar eclipse that's going to happen today around 3 o'clock up here in Canada. And everybody's wondering, is this a sign from God that the apocalypse is going to happen? And I remember back in 2017, I did a video on this. I'll put the link in the description below. Back in 2017, in September, some Christian numerologist saw another total eclipse that was going to pass over Jerusalem. And he was trying to fit together all the prophecies in the book of Revelation, the prophecy of the woman in the book of Revelation. And he tried to put it all together to say that disaster is coming. Half of the United States is going to be underwater, some nonsense like that. And of course, September 2017 came and went. The year 2000, a nice round number. Everybody thought that Christ was going to come during the time of the year 2000. The apocalypse was going to happen. Computers were going to break down and there was just going to be chaos everywhere and the apocalypse was going to start. And of course, the year 2000 came and went. John Hagee wrote a couple of books about the 4 blood moons, and he says that these 4 blood moons are going to appear in the sky, and of course the apocalypse was going to happen. The 4 blood moons came and went. So what's going to happen during this total eclipse? So it's just going to come and go like any other eclipse, and the apocalypse is not going to start. And there's, as you see, there's a lot of Christian numerologists and evangelicals trying to work it all together to show that the apocalypse is going to start after this total eclipse. Nonsense. Now, it's interesting that God says here in Jeremiah, the 10th chapter and verse 2, God says here, "Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven." And many commentaries, biblical commentaries, will tell you that God is speaking of eclipses. And God says, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Yet, everybody's running rampant. They shut down Niagara Falls. They declared a state of emergency because many people are going to go up and they're going to look at the total eclipse in Niagara Falls. And everybody's going crazy. People are making predictions about the apocalypse. Is it going to happen after this total eclipse? They're all speculating. Absolutely not. Now, if you want to know what is the next great prophetic event, I'll put a link in the description below. I did a video on the next great prophetic event that no one is paying attention to, but that is the next great prophetic event that's going to happen. And of course, again, I'll put the link in the description below and you can take a look at it for yourself. But there is a heavenly sign that's going to happen, but it's going to happen after the Great Tribulation when the 6th seal is opened. In Revelation, the 6th chapter, verse 12, God says, I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Here, Almighty God, this is the heavenly sign that no one can explain. This is not a natural phenomenon. You can't explain it. This is divine intervention where God gets man's attention. And God puts a halt to all of human activity. And this is happening during the Great Tribulation. So before that, God says, "Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven," yet everybody is. And this happens during the time of the Great Tribulation, which hasn't started yet. But the next great prophetic event will actually lead towards the time called the Great Tribulation. Again, I urge you to watch that video. What is the next great prophetic event? So how should we look at this total eclipse that's going to happen today? Well, we should regard it as evidence of God's divine creation, God's great design in the heavens, in the universe. It also should be a reminder to us of God's existence, and we should be in awe of God's power. We should look at it that way and not look at it as some sign of coming disaster. Now, if you want to know more about the book of Revelation, I want to offer you this free booklet inside the book of Revelation. And we go through with you chapter by chapter, and we sum up each chapter and tell you what's going on in each chapter. And we'll put the link in the description below, and you can download it directly from there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you here next time on the Watchman program.